The competitive season has not even begun, and the students of Atari Tutberids have already begun to talk about injuries. On Sunday, Alexandra Trusova was unable to show her free program at the test skates of the national team in Moscow. The official reason for the withdrawal is a back injury. But with the short skater performed and looked pretty confident on the ice. But the risk of aggravating the damage in this case was very serious. Was the game worth the candle? The choreographer of the group, Daniil Glakanaus, said in an interview with the FFKKR that Trusova had a backache and the coaching staff had every reason to remove the figure skater from the test skates. Unfortunately, Sasha Trusova has a small back injury, so she was only able to skate a short program, for which many thanks to her. We were ready to remove her from the rental altogether, because her back really hurt, and Sasha practically did not train, said Glakanaus. Atari Tutberids noted that it was Alexandra's desire to perform only with a short program. But Sasha herself expressed a desire for the sake of the fans to enter at least a short program, added the famous specialist. Trusova already had experience of performing with an injury. Last year, the skater won the Grand Prix stage in the USA with a leg injury. And she even jumped a quadruple Lutz in a free program. But after that, she was unable to perform at the stage in Japan. Alexandra herself spoke about health problems after performing with a short program. She did not go into details of the injury, but noted that she started training a week before the rentals, and did it in a light mode. "The mood is good, I really liked performing," Trusova said. "I can say that now I am training in a light mode, my back is injured, I hardly skated. I decided to perform because the fans are waiting." What exactly is wrong with the back? Just traumatized, cumulative effect. I didn't skate for a week, then I skated only on one ice a day. Came out a week ago, rode for 50 minutes. I wouldn't skate at all if I didn't have to compete. I skated as much as I could, then they let me go. Of course, Sasha can be understood. Performing at such a large-scale event as test skates is a great pleasure for a skater. Until quite recently, this was a closed event, to which neither spectators nor the media were allowed. Now open skates are a show, the official start of the season, a real holiday for everyone connected with the world of figure skating. According to the distribution of skaters by stages of the Russian Grand Prix, Trusova's next start should be the stage in Sochi on October 28th to 30th. It takes a whole month, but will it be enough to recover? Considering that the current season is absolutely non-standard, there will be no international starts, it would probably be better for the health of the skater to take care of herself. Especially at the beginning of the season. Nobody was expecting quads at test skates. The main thing is to show performances and hear the opinions of experts, this is the main goal of this event. Honored coach Tatyana Tarasova noted that figure skaters should not be physically ready in September. Removal of Trusova? Not ready physically. And why should they be ready to do all the quads in September? This is a long process. We watched programs, not jumps. There is a difference? They did the best they can today. If someone is not satisfied, you can leave the hall, Tarasova said. Sasha had a very active summer, she participated in long jump competitions, held open trainings. Such a busy schedule is quite understandable. Trusova has become one of the most popular athletes in the country and receives many invitations to various events. But for such figure skaters as Alexandra, I want to watch further. It is very interesting what kind of free program she has in the current season, what content will be, what bar the skater herself will set for herself. And I would very much like that health problems did not interfere with all Trusova's ambitious plans. After the skates, there was even a slight feeling of anxiety, because almost all the skaters, with the exception of yesterday's juniors, had some kind of health problems. Someone, like Anna Shkrubakova and Elena Kostornaya, even had to reschedule operations and skip test skates. Ambition is cool, but health is more important. But since it was decided to show a short program, it means that it was acceptable in the current form of the athlete. It remains only to wish Trusova health and wait for her to appear at the competitions. Then came the turn of Kamila Valieva, who never told what lies in the message encrypted in Morse code at the beginning of the program under Interstellar. But the fans revealed the message as the word faith. While I have injuries, so I can't fall from quads. In general, it is undesirable to fall. Now it's getting better, it doesn't bother me much, but if I fall unsuccessfully, I won't rush things, I'll wait for a full recovery. This is the beginning of the season, we have a month before the next starts, said Kamila. Young Sofia Akateva is also recovering, who showed a triple axel at the box office, albeit with a step out. After the injury, it was hard for some time, but I tried to train to the maximum. The knee is already getting better, I hope everything will be fine, said Sonia. We go further, Elena Kostornaya and Anna Shcherbakova have approximately similar reasons. Both skaters missed starts due to injuries, and this was known back in August. Kostornaya has problems with her hip, Shcherbakova has problems with her knee. Both girls have already undergone surgery and are currently recovering. In all likelihood, Elena and Anya should not be expected on the ice in 2022, although they themselves look to the future with optimism. So, most likely, the skaters will miss the main domestic competition of the year, the Russian Championship, which will be held in December. The young promising athlete Daria Yuzacheva did not have time to recover from the injury either. Recall that back in December last year at the Japanese Grand Prix, she fell after a jump during the warm-up, breaking her hip. All the world's media then bypassed the footage of the girl being carried off the ice in her arms to the locker room. The recovery process is still ongoing. Finally, the fans did not see Maya Kromek, who broke her arm back in September and spent 2 weeks in a cast. Initially, there was little chance of having time to heal the injury for the test skates, a miracle did not happen. But Kromek should fully recover by the Russian Championship in December. Figure skating coach Rafael Harutyunian called the American Ilia Malinin, who got into the Guinness Book of Records for performing a quadruple axel in competitions, a pupil of the Russian school. On September 15, the 17-year-old athlete performed the most expensive element according to judges' estimates in a free program at the U.S. International Classic Tournament in Lake Placid. This young man is quite self-confident. He knows what he is doing and has been working towards it for a long time. Last year, he was second in the U.S. Championships behind Nathan Chen, who has dominated the world for the past 4 years. The guy is very good, smart. I hope he puts his fame to good use. This is a pupil of the Russian Soviet School of Figure Skating. Let's start with the fact that his parents are pupils of the Soviet school. They raised him. I help him, being a pupil of the Russian Soviet school. Malinin is not a product of the American system. At the rink at Tutberidze, everything is systemic, but in the USA there is no system. In America, this boy was brought up by Russian coaches, and the country gave him the opportunity to realize himself. It is also expensive, Harutyunian said. Malinin is the winner of the 2022 Junior World Championship. He was born in the United States to Russian figure skaters Tatyana Malinina and Roman Skornyakov. They performed at Allied and Russian tournaments, and later represented Uzbekistan.